Okay, James, so 3 points today. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, I think recently the team's been under a bit of pressure. We've sort of had a season of inconsistencies at the moment. I think it was tough today playing a team who are down there because the expectations there to go out and win, and obviously the conditions today weren't ideal. But yeah, I think we sort of got involved today quite early on. The bounce of the ball was difficult to read. Me and Ali got caught out a couple of times with it, but I think we settled in quite quickly. Obviously conceded, which wasn't great. We had plenty of chances though, which was great. I think we just got to put them away. But we scrapped that out today and played well. And it's 3 points at the end of the day, so we've got to be happy with it.
With how results have gone for us this season, how nerve-wracking was it being at 1-1? The longer the game went on, and that was there a niggling feeling in your mind that you could concede?
No, I don't think they created much in the second half. I thought we defended as a unit really well today. I thought the lads in midfield were picking up second balls nicely. I think they improved on that in the second half. I think me and Ali felt quite comfortable. We got used to the conditions. And I can't really think of a chance they created in the second half. I think from our perspective, it was frustrating because we were creating so many chances and we just couldn't put them away. And I think that's a bit of a story of our season so far. It's no blame to the lads up top. That sometimes it's a lack of service from us as well. But I think, as I say, today sort of was showed sort of really what our season's been about. We've competed, but we've sort of missed chances and conceded goals, and luckily today we managed to grind it out and get a result. But I think in the past, as you know, I think we've lost 5, won 4 or something like that. So we could probably beat anyone on our day, but at the moment we could also lose to anyone. It's a bit like that at the moment. So we just got to cut out the mistakes and sort of get on a bit of a run, really.
And from your opinion, obviously you were here last year when we also hit a bit of a spell where we were drawing games quite a lot, not so often losing them.
Yeah.
What's your opinion this season? The way we've been losing them, losing 4-0 to Wincanton, the both the Wells games so far.
Yeah.
What do you think's changed from last season to this season?
I don't know. It's really difficult to put a finger on it. Actually, I think last season, like you say, we went on that run after the new year. And we were grinding out results and we were really difficult to beat. And I think, trying to think back, but I don't think we lost by any more than one goal in that whole stint that we went on. Whereas like you say, this week we've conceded 7, not including the one today, which was 8. So it's something we've got to improve on. I think maybe we've come into this season off the back of last season maybe too much, and we sort of went into it with maybe a bit too much confidence. And obviously we lost big players, the likes of Baz, Hilsey, both gone to uni. And don't get me wrong, great lads have come in, but it's a different team. And we got to sort of stop thinking about last year and just get on with this year now, because we've had some poor performances of late, I think, and we're a good side, and we should be up there. But yeah, as I say, we've just got to move on from last season and get on with this season. And hope that we can sort of continue to improve and grind. We got to get that sort of mentality back where we go and grind out a 1-0 away, and that's that. We're not fussed about it at the moment. We're conceding too many goals, and we're not difficult enough to beat, I think. So there's things to improve on, but games like today, part of me is more happy with that than if we'd gone and won 5-0, because it shows that we can dig in and get the result out of that. So yeah, we just got to improve on a few bits. But
And you touched on new players coming in to replace the likes of Baz that have gone. You've played alongside Ashley Alchin, who's a new player this season, very young.
yeah,
What's it been like playing alongside him?
yeah, he's a great lad. Full of beans. Gets himself around. He's not afraid of a challenge, as we saw Wednesday night. He can nip a goal. He'll be a big player for Corsham. He's got everything, in my opinion. He can pass. He's fast. He's tenacious. And yeah, as I say, he's probably does a lot of my running for me as well. So it's great. To be fair, him and Baz are quite similar in the way they go about their business. And I think he's a great addition, and I'm sure he'll be here and do well over the coming years, hopefully. So yeah, as I say, great addition, great lad.
And from a player's perspective, next week and the week after, we've got two really difficult games against Longwell Green and Calne. With the, as Justin says in his interview, with the hit and miss approach that we seem to be adopting at the moment, from a player's mentality, what's it like for you going into those big games?
I don't know. I don't really think about it maybe as much as other. I know the lads who are from round here always place a big emphasis on the Calne game, and rightly so. To be honest with you, I think we can compete against any team. I think, we shouldn't maybe raise it for certain teams. We should just turn up every week and try and grind out a result. But look, we've got to be a team who feels like we can go into every game and win it. I think that's kind of the mentality that we had last season, where we turned up and I kind of felt like we were going to win every game. Whereas this season, I feel a bit like, who's going to turn up today? So it just needs to get that consistency, and kind of we'll just take each week as it comes, I suppose.
And lastly, going into the season, we thought that we would aim for top two. Obviously, it's not gone that way so far. Do you think at least top four, if not higher, is still a doable prospect, or is it more of a dream at this point?
Yeah, I think this league is kind of strange. I think anyone can beat anyone on their day. Obviously, Wells are probably the best side we faced, but even so, I mean, I thought that we created chances against them, and sort of Wednesday night especially, I know they done us 7-0 here, which wasn't ideal, but I think we can go and do that. There's no reason why. We turned it up in the second half of last season. If we went on a bit of run and lads got a bit of confidence and everyone got behind the team, and there's no reason why we can't have a good finish. It kind of depends on how other teams, who it's form and who doesn't. So I think anything can happen. It's still very early on in the season, and we obviously haven't had the ideal start. But at the end of the day, you can only sort of go with what you got, and I'm sure we'll be there or thereabouts. Whether it's top 2, top 3, top 4, or hopefully we'll be there or thereabouts.